Hi guys, and welcome back to a relaxing wood shop. Today we're actually going to do something very simple to get ourselves started with this channel. So what we're going to do is a children's Thor hammer. Pretty much anybody could do this. You can do this with scrap metal, you could do this with scrap wood. Obviously, this being a wood shop, we're going to do it with the wood. We're going to pick our wood. I like having a selection of wood with me here so we can pick the wood. So we will go today with, what have we got here? Oh, I picked the hardest one you could probably pronounce. That says Concovo Alves. I'm sure I'll get comments as that's not how you pronounce it, but we'll pick that. The handle, we'll go very simple with the handle, so we'll just pick a standard piece of round wood, and round wood goes into a round hole. Again, everything's going to be easy in this wee shop, so stick about and we'll put it together. So what we'll do first on a wood we can't pronounce is get the centre of the line before we do any cutting, because it always makes it easier. So nice and easy like everybody else, you just go from here to here, and then we'll go from here to here. And what that allows us to do is we're going to drill this centre piece to fit the wee handle that will go through it. We want it to go all the way through because we want to see the wee design of the handle coming out the other end, so to make it look a wee bit more authentic. Okay, so we're at the bench drill, and what we're going to do is we're going to just drill straight through, keep it nice and centre. I always recommend you do a wee pin push first, so that gives a wee guide for when the drill goes in. So let's drill through this bad boy. Delete that one. Now we're going to stop there because I just felt as if it's just starting to go through the other side, because we don't want to blow the back of the side out. So we'll get her turned over. So that's us done with that part. Now we're going to use the bandsaw here to cut the angles out of the edges of the front of each side of Thor's mini hammer. Now, I am cheating by using the bandsaw because not everybody's got a bandsaw. You can invest in probably £7 or £8 for one of these, run it up to each of the 45 degrees, which we're going to use, and cut off to do it. But just for ease and the fact that I've got one, we'll use the bandsaw. Okay, so we'll get the bandsaw over to our 45 degrees. UJK Technology is a great wee tool here. It's got a wee magnetic lever, and it allows me to get pretty much pinpoint accuracy. This doesn't have to be perfect accuracy, to be honest. We're not building a Empire State Building or anything like that, but if we can just get it close enough. Let's go back just a wee hair more. And I'm happy enough with that there. That'll do just nicely. Right, so let's get the sides cut. Just gently and evenly push along the wood, making sure to keep the grain running well, and then you shouldn't get any biting points within the bandsaw. The first cut's always the hardest one, takes that wee bit longer, and then the other ones should follow suit. It is very fluid as you keep turning it, and as long as you keep the back of the wood against that back frame, then that'll allow you to have a nice straight and even cut. I'll not go through every single cut, we'll just do this side here for the video, and then we can get on to the sanding and that and the smoothing of it. Remember, this is for a child, so you want to keep this as comfortable as possible. By I mean child, of course, you'll decide what age your children are to be playing with this. So now we're going to pop to the sander, go around all the edges, sand it off, make it nice and smooth, child friendly, and then we'll get on to putting the handle on.
Don't forget, if you don't have one of these machines, you can still do it by hand. It takes a wee bit longer, but using this machine here gives a good speed and accuracy and an even flat level around the hammer. And as we can see here, I'm just giving it a bit of a sand down just to clean off any loose ends that may catch children's fingers here. This takes only a few seconds to get it done for us.
So, nice and simple, but just be careful because it's going to be a very tight fit. You don't want the loose fit, that's why you always go for a slightly smaller hole and then to make it fit. We're just going to put the handle into the head of the Thor hammer using, which we'll get to later, my own Thor hammer. So our handle's on, the wee Thor hammer's looking great. We're just going to do a wee bit of sand on the top to level that perfectly flush in 1 wee sec. Doesn't take a few seconds. Smooth as my face when I was 21 and couldn't grow a beard. So there we have it. Obviously you can paint this at any further stage, but you've got a Thor hammer. So guys, thanks again for watching. As you can see, the wee Thor hammers have turned out perfect. They are excellent for children, and they...
How about a real Thor's hammer instead of a manlet's hammer?
Alright, okay. So this is my son Christopher. There is his man-sized Thor's hammer, and he set the challenge then. So you can do a man's hammer next week on the channel.
See you next week, guys.